All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. We're back again working on getting our RedM server up and running. Again, we are still running our 5M. I'm just trying to get a step ahead of everything here. We always try to have one of these going at least by the winter, as it gives us a little bit more to do in our community. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to introduce you guys to a resource that I've continued to use and a lot of developers for RedM have used. It's kind of a stepping stone. One of them I continue to use over and over again. I don't ever get rid of it, and these actually come from one location, which is this Bryce Canyon County scripts. They do really good. Everything's open source, and it's a really good resource for when you're first starting out. Um, I have continued to use their stuff over and over again. The main thing that I continue to use, I like their boats because you can get boats in like canoes. The ranch is not so bad because it does work pretty decent. Um, I don't use portals at all. The camp's pretty good. It allows you to set up a little makeshift camp if you're hunting or whatnot. You can set up a fire and things like that. Let's see. The robbery, it's okay. It's not bad. It does do an NPC thing, so it's kind of like it's there, and you can set it up to where it does its own thing. The pets is a pretty good one. Legendaries is kind of like a throwback to the game itself with the legendary hunts. There are different versions of this one, but this one here, like I said, it's something to get you started to have something in your server to do. This oil is the oil job. You have to go and rob them, that kind of thing. Farming's pretty good. Again, you can set up the thing where you can grow plants and sell them, especially if you have restaurants in the saloons. You're going to need someone to sell them the items to craft the food. So this kind of adds to that. Posse, of course, you can create posses, which is like gangs. It does have its own little loading screen. I do use this quite a bit. When I first start out with a new server, um, if you don't already have one, it's really easy to work with too because you can just change out the pictures to whatever pictures you want to use. Let's see. Job alerts is good. Cops, doctors, whatnot. Blindfold, self-explanatory. This fixes stuck vehicles, which is a good one because the wagons do tend to get hung up. Let's see. And the big thing that I use all the time is water. This is the one where you can put it in and you can use a canteen. So let's work on that. Um, I may have an issue once I get in. I may have to try to get my admin to work. I haven't even done that yet. So you guys may see me referring back to my old builds because, like I said, RedM is so different with VorpCore. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to GitHub here. Then I'm just going to steal this URL. So what I can do is this is on the, let's see, not that one. I think I switched my freaking monitors. Hold on just a second. Let me take care of that. I need to take this, put it over here. I think I switched my monitors. I did. Okay. I need to reactivate this monitor. I think I got them confused. Okay. Let's just do that. This will make it so much faster. Alright. So, and to be honest, it'd be better for my neck to be able to see this over here anyways. Alright, so now what we gotta do now is go up here. Alright, now I've got my stuff kind of fixed the way, kind of sort of the way I want it to be for the moment. It'll work anyways, right? Um, I'm in the server here. This is their VPS, and it is what I'm using to build this particular server with. So we're going to go here. All right, so here's BCC-Water. I'm just going to hit the code, download the zip. Should take a second. Okay, cool. So we're going to and one of the biggest reasons we're doing this, guys, is I'm getting ready to switch VPSs because I'm not going to throw the company under the bus, but they have increased prices on some of their newer stuff, and they got some really good servers. Don't get me wrong, but what I used to use to run my servers, I can't do anymore. I used to be able to use this VPS, same build on this VPS to run my FiveM server. And the problem with that now is that same server, watch it, it's, you know, it's baselining in the 40s and 50s with RedM, which notoriously is a lot lighter than FiveM. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to throw the company under the bus or say anything about them. It's just, this doesn't make sense to me. It's a really decent build. It's got a really decent CPU in my opinion. You know, I don't get it. I don't understand, and I'm not going to try to. I've tried to talk to them a few times, and the only option I can do is to almost double my cost on this particular VPS, and I'm just not going to do it. So I've already relocated our FiveM server to a new location, and as soon as I get this one built, I will be doing the same thing with this, because basically for what they want me to pay for one, I can run three. So it just doesn't make any physical sense for it. Because there's no money in FiveM, there's no money in RedM or anything. This is all either done by me or community based. So we do get some community members that buy cars for RedM, for FiveM. They'll do donations. They'll offer to buy scripts if they want something new, that kind of stuff. But this stuff is all done basically out of my own pocket, and I don't see spending that kind of money on it, in my opinion. Now, if I had a humongous, 3,000 to 4,000 people, or if I had 300 people in a server every night, I'd have to have a bigger VPS. That's a given, but I don't have the need for that at the moment. Now, I hope we could get it that big, but at the moment we don't. We don't have that. So for now, this is what we're going to go with, and this is the option I'm going to take. That's why I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm not even throwing the company under the bus for trying to increase the cost that they're charging for a cheaper product, in my opinion. I just don't understand how it ran it the same build 6 months ago with no problem, and we went offline for a little bit, and then I came back online with the same build, and it's not. So, but okay, that's my rant for the day. Anyway, speaking of that, if you guys haven't already done so while I'm doing this, go ahead and please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, leave us a comment down below. Those things do help out the most. The like and the comment is for the algorithm, and the subscription helps grow the channel, guys. That's how we do it. That's how we keep all of these channels going. That's how we are keeping the servers online, all this kind of stuff. It's all done because of you guys. If we didn't have, people didn't tune into the videos, there'd be no need for me to continue the channel, no need to try to continue building it. So it's all together. So if you guys don't mind, please go ahead and hit those buttons for me. All right, let's go ahead. What we've got here, like I said, this is BCC-Water. We've got to put in the SQL, which this in here in VorpCore is like if you've ever used in ESX. All your items are in your database. So that's why we'll have this. Let's see, we want to go to the config. I just want to make sure that it's set up correctly. Okay. Let's see. Canteen, yep, okay. That looks good. This wild water, it's just water that's not necessarily clean. Okay, so if you're drinking out of a stream or something, there's always a possibility you can get sick, and you can adjust those possibilities too. So, all right, so that all looks fine in my opinion. Let's close all of this. I don't want to save that. I was helping out another player yesterday with another program. And guys, I do try my best to respond as much as possible. Sometimes, if I got things going on, I don't always get to respond as much as I want to, or as fast as I want to, but I do try. try to keep everything organized, as you guys have, if you've watched before, you know. All right, so we're going to go back on this one. And I was going to put this in here. Now, the trick we're going to have is I'm going to have to remember how to do my admins, because this one isn't the account that I use to set this one up, the admin account, isn't the same account that I normally play under. So it's a different one. It's not 83, which is a different one that I use. So I need to remember where to put my perms at to give myself, you know, full admin and all that good stuff. Now there's these and there's some others. So what we're going to do really fast is we'll jump back down here, and what we're going to do is I have somewhere my backups that I built my server on. I think it's here, possibly. Yep, there we go. So this is my original RedM server that I usually use a lot. And the reason I keep this one is I want to remember what I did. So we're going to copy these. So this is one of my other admins that I use. He's a really great guy. So I'm going to copy his stuff as well. And that one is in, that's Fort Perms, which is, I believe, where I'm at now. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I'll just go up here, and like where it says moderator, see what I did down here. I always try to keep stuff working. All right, so we're going to drop down here, drop that in. I'm going to save that. Okay, and then we'll close that one. And then we'll go back down to here, and I want to see if I put that in anywhere else. So let me see. I believe, let's go back out here. See, that's that one. This is your server CFG, which is different with Vorp. But I did put all this on here too, and I'm not 100% sure if this did anything. So we'll pull these two. Copy. Close that. I'm not going to put all those in. Let's see. We're going to go back out of there. Same thing, server CFG. Scroll down, and we're going to drop those in here. Now, what I'm going to do is take some of these out because I'm not using all these. So, not for now anyways. We're going to take all these out. Okay. Now, let me look really quick over here. And there's one here. Okay, it's the same thing. All right, so we did, which ones did we do? Okay, so we come in here. All right, so we did this one. What's this one? Okay, that's nothing. Okay, we're going here. And then we did, like I said, we did this one. We did this here. I think that might do it. Nowhere else I think to do it. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have to go here. Local. See if it lets me in. I didn't think it would. Crap. All right, now back down here. Get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. We're gonna have to open up Steam. We already know that. Come on, Steam. Slow as shit. Alright, guys. And while I'm getting this going, guys, you haven't already done so, please go ahead and smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button for us, guys, and leave us a comment down below. Those are the things that help grow the channel. We need to grow the channel. We were doing really good until I took my little break, a little hiatus. We're at like almost 7,000 views on the videos that I did for 5M, and that is great. I've looked at a lot of the analytics on it, and I am hoping that everything continues to grow. I'm hoping we can pick up a new little audience here with RedM as well. We are going to kind of slide back and forth between the two, and at some point we may even get to do the zombie stuff. I mean, we've got that to do too. We got a whole zombie server to put back together, guys. We got a lot to do, and I just need to get off my lazy ass and do it. Plus, we have probably another, I don't know, 100 or so scripts we've got to do videos on installs and going over. So there's plenty to do. If you guys have any ideas or anything you want us to take a look at, please go ahead and let me know. I have no problem taking care of that, especially if it's something I already have access to. If I don't, we may have to work something out with access, like I can do the work through and then you guys can let me install it on your server. You know, if I'm helping you, help me. If we can get these the subscriber count up, guys, I can have a lot more access to a lot more product. We can do a lot more work with different scripting, and I can work with more creators. That's my big thing. I want to get with more creators and try to get some stuff going. So again, guys, get with us. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Leave us the likes in the comments. That way we can move forward with this channel. And we will 100% have our podcast channel online very soon. It's just taking me a little bit longer I had COVID and I had a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying to recover from that. So let's hit enter here. All right, and hit E to spawn. Now, while it's doing that, let's go back up here. Let me tab out of the game. So I'm still on the server here. So what I want to do is go to players. This is me. What I want to do is I want to give myself admin. So give admin and all of that. And then I'm going to give myself everything. So all permissions. Save. It's going to say, are you sure? And close and refresh. That gave myself all admins. That's the master account and that's the other. So that way I can do whatever I need to do in here. So let's get back onto the game. Now, my thing is I want to see if I can get to the admin menu. Okay, so I can. That's great. That helps me out a lot there. But I want to see if I can do everything. So I got dev tools. Will I go? Yep. Okay. Admin. Let's see. Okay. Me. Click on me. Simple action. It'll let me heal myself. Yeah. All right. Now, P/add item in this one, I believe. Yep. And I should be number 1. And we're going to do Canteen. I believe that's what it's called in here. 1. Now, let's look in inventory. It didn't do it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see, maybe I put it in wrong. Okay. Let's take a look. I'm almost positive it exists in the database because I'm almost 100% positive that I put the bitch in there yesterday. Let's just take a look. If not, we can run it really quick. It's not a big deal. I know I have the item in there, or the picture. I put 3,000 pictures in here yesterday. Maybe all of my items didn't copy. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Look at this. Look how slow. Let's see. Bet it's maxed out. Yeah, I knew it. And guys, I pay really, really good money for this server. It's not cheap. It's not the most expensive. I'm not saying I'm paying $300 a month for it, but it's, you know, it's relatively decently priced. I'll put it that way. Now, the trick with items, and I've never found, I've tried searching the table, but you have to be on this table. I've never been able to get it to agree with me like I want it to. So you have to kind of guess. So we're going to look for Canteen. So I'm going to shoot for 6 and see where I'm at. See, there's a lot of A's. I knew that. Let's go to 9. Okay, let's go down to 12. Let's see, okay, CO. So we need to go back one. CO, back. Consumables are a lot. Fucking bird is annoying. Collector. Chipmunk. Here we go. CAR. I guess it didn't. Maybe I need to reinstall some of my items. So, okay. Did I close that? I hope I didn't. No, I did. Okay, cool. So let's just do import. And we'll just go get it. Choose file. And we're going to go to here. It's not going to be there. That's right. Desktop. Here. And I've got to do that too. Crap. Over here forgetting stuff. Alright, let's get this in first. It may or may not have a picture. It should. Okay, so the item. See, it's Canteen. Did I spell it right? Let's go look, make sure I didn't do something stupid. F8. Yeah, so I did spell it right, but I guess it wasn't in there. Let's just do this. Let's do quit here. Alright, and then alright, so what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to restart the server with that new item in it. I could have sworn that it was in my old server. I don't know why that item didn't copy, so maybe I need to go through and I think I had a lot of items, so I need to check. Maybe I'll go down and look at a couple of different ones because maybe it only installed the first stack of items. Okay, so it should be online now. Because this is the weird part too about when you start learning a new platform like this, you're going to have to learn a few things. You're going to stumble a little bit. If you've been with ESX and then you did QBCore, you're probably not going to have too much of a problem. But adjusting from QBCore back to an ESX type platform is going to suck. The thing about VorpCore is it's kind of a combination of the two, in my opinion. You'll still use, but the only thing you're going to use the database for, other than the normal stuff, is items. That's it. you don't have that, that item list in a file that you can just edit. You have to go through the database and add it there. And to be honest, it's a pain in the dick. But you just have to make sure now that the item and the picture are the same name. Whatever the name is, if it's consumable canned peaches, that's what you got to name it as. Like with QBcore, you can have the item and have a different name for the picture. The picture you can use a 9mm and just use the picture can be named gun, and it'll still work. It doesn't work that way here. Let's try this again. Okay. T/add items. Number 1, we're going to call it Canteen 1. Alright, so there it is. So, and inventory is I in this one. So there's your Canteen, okay? I don't think there's anything in it. Let's just try it. Oh, wait a minute. Crap. Hold on. Okay, so we got the item to work. So, let's go down here. I still got a billing issue I need to look at in there. I don't know what that's about. We need to go over here to this. And we have to ensure BCC scripts. Didn't even do that. How stupid am I, right? Okay, now restart. It doesn't take but a second for VorpCore. Honestly, most of the time, by the time you get back to where you're going to be, you're done. Literally. Okay, so we got an issue right there. What was that? Script error. No such export. It could just be an error where it's first loading it the first time. Let's see if it works, and then I'll check it. A lot of stuff will do that sometimes first time loading it. So let's do that. Let's test that theory. Sometimes first time you load it in, it doesn't agree with the system, and then it'll throw a little hinky do of an error, and then you have to go back and fix it. A lot of times you think you got something wrong when nope, it's still showing. Script error. What is that? Export. Oh, that's why. Right there. Okay. BCC scripts. They don't tell you this stuff. That's the thing about this setup here with VorpCore, guys. You're going to be on your own. Download it. Okay. Now, thing about this one is it may cause an error. because it's one of those ones that has to be in first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder here, and we're going to call it dependency. Okay, because this is the dependency. So we're going to drag this into there. Make sure it did go. I've done that before. All right, now, since that is in there, we're just going to go up here. We're going to go back to our CFG editor. We're going to scroll down. And before that one, we're going to do this. I ain't spelling that right. Oh well, good enough. Okay, so that's done. So now what we have essentially is these all load, then this loads, and then this loads. So let's turn it back over again. Now see if we see an error. There it goes. So we're good. Okay. What was that? I got a lot of items. I may actually go through and redo that. I don't need as many as I've got, to be honest. But it's better to have too many than not enough when you're going to create stuff. With my last server that I did with VorpCore, I went through and spent like 3 days making sure that all the items had pictures, which is a pain in the ass. All right, should get her done right here, guys. Video's going a little bit longer than what I wanted it to, and I do apologize for that. But you've seen kind of the things you got to do, um, especially with getting your admins going. I'm not 100% sure which one of those is. I think you have to have both. One gives you admin over inside the game, and the other one gives you admin in the menu. VorpCore is freaking weird, man. Kind of like the opening screen, though. I may have to work on that one instead of using mine. I may have to go in and try and doctor that one out. Change the colors, maybe. Okay. Okay. Coming up. If you guys are actually working on a RedM server, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to know how you guys are doing and how if you like it. What stuff you do like seeing, script wise and things. Um, just so I've got an idea of what you like as a player. Now, when it comes to your canteen, all right, so canteen is empty. So you can go down here into the water. I believe should. Oh, you got to hunch down. That's right. There it is. So you can drink, you can wash, you can fill your canteen, you can even fill a bottle, fill a bucket. So you can just hit G. Gotta hold it down. You'll drink from the murky ass water. Okay. Okay. It's gonna stop. Usually will stand up. You do it again, and you can fill your canteen. So you can hold down R. And you can change these numbers if you don't want these letters. If you don't want those in there, you can change them to different things. Okay, now go back into your inventory. See, it says 5 drinks, 100% durability. So all you gotta do is click on it. It's gonna take a drink out of it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, there's another way to do this. I just gotta find it. That's a water spout. I think there's probably one over here. That one there? Yeah. Okay. Go to the water spouts here. See? You can drink out of it, and you can fill your canteen again. Water comes out in a stupid place, not gonna lie. And Canteen's got 5 out of 5 again, and like I said, it just to show that it does work. Take a drink out of it. And look, 4 out of 5 remaining, 90%. And it does wear out.
Morning.
So that's installing BCC-Water. That allows you to wash, drink, fill buckets, fill canteens, fill bottles, whatever you've got, you can fill them up and drink out of them. Guys, again, if you guys have any questions, leave me a comment down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the videos, guys. It does help out the channel. We're trying to grow the channel as much as possible. So if you haven't already done so, take care of that for me. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have any, suggestions, or like I said, let me know how you like RedM. Even with Red Dead, I love Red Dead itself. Red Dead Online is pretty good. It's just it's getting pretty volatile. But like 5, GTA 5 was online. So, but again, I'm gonna end this video right here, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll get with you and try to help you out. And that's gonna end it for this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video.